The names of nearly a dozen Catholic priests accused of sexual assault will not be revealed.
Those names were redacted in the grand jury report, and Pennsylvania's Supreme Court ruled today the names will not be made public. The justices say revealing that information would violate their state constitutional right to have their reputation protected.
Many of the redacted names are connected to the Diocese of Pittsburgh. David Highfield is live to explain why those names could still be revealed. David.
Yeah, Ken and Susan, the state attorney general says that while the state Supreme Court's order prevents him from releasing the 11 names, he says it does not bar the bishops in the Catholic diocese from releasing those names, and he's calling on them to do it immediately. People arrive for another listening session in the Pittsburgh Catholic Diocese. This time at St. Thomas a Becket in Jefferson Hills. The stories told inside were difficult to hear, and Bishop David Zubik sat quietly through the testimony. The frustration and sadness obvious among parishioners.
I do think that the Holy Spirit needs to come and clean up this church.
The grand jury report singled out more than 300 priests, but the state Supreme Court has ruled the names of 11 priests cannot be revealed. Those 11 argued that they hadn't been given the opportunity to respond, that it would ruin reputations when they hadn't been convicted, and that the report had inaccuracies.
We don't know if they could be innocent. There might be charges, and it would ruin their reputation and name.
But A.G. Shapiro says bishops should release the names immediately, saying that the order allows predator priests to remain in the shadows and permits the church to continue concealing their identities.
They released all of the other names, and while I don't know the details of why they decided against it, I would think that, yes, the public needs to know.
As for what Bishop Zubik has to say about it,
I just learned about that when I was on my way out here, so we're going to have to wait and see once everybody has a chance to digest what's actually in the decision that was made by the Supreme Court.
And then I asked him what some had brought up at the meeting. Has he considered resigning?
I just want to be able to say I'm going to be able to listen carefully to where the pulse of our people are. I made the promise that after I listened that I would have a response, not only a response of words, but action plan. Thank you so much for coming.
And when another reporter asked him after that whether he would consider resigning, he said he's not making any commitments, but that right now is about listening to people, listening to their concerns. But he added that he feels he still has a desire to serve and to lead. Now, as for releasing those names, the Greensburg Catholic Diocese also got back in touch with me, telling me tonight that they're waiting to hear back from their attorneys. We're live tonight in Jefferson Hills. David Highfield, KDKA-TV News.